So, God, horrible intro. I'm sticking with it. Today's video is about the OnePlus 9, your best shot 5G. It is $1,069 in the US. Can you imagine what this thing costs overseas? Co-developed with Hasselblad. If you haven't heard of Hasselblad, I'm not going to say that word anymore because I'm tired of hearing Hasselblad at this point. But this is the OnePlus 9 Pro, and we're going to get it unboxed today. Where's my butcher knife? Now, you may be wondering why there's like this huge white light. Listen, it's the soft box in front of me. I don't know where to put it. We're learning, okay? The studio is coming together. But this is the OnePlus 9 Pro. So I do actually have a documentary of OnePlus coming out pretty soon because this is a brand that has changed a lot over the years. They went from being a flagship killer to being a flagship. But this is the OnePlus 9 Pro. Wow. Gotta say, OnePlus, your phones are still beautiful. Oh, I already smell an aroma. It's like cinnamon? I don't know. That might be my hands. Oh. It smells like alcohol. Like they wiped it down with alcohol before shipping it out. That's what it smells like. First things first, the color. This might be my favorite OnePlus color of all time. They spent a lot of time talking about the color. For sure. God, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. So unlike Apple, who wants to make the box like this big and give you absolutely nothing but the phone, OnePlus, on the other hand, is shipping you a box to basically kill the planet still. So let's see what else is in here. Jesus. So they give you a ton of paperwork and stickers as well. So we have a welcome thing. This is going to be a letter, your SIM card tool, quick start guide, safety information. Why is this thing so thick? Ugh, it smells like paper. Highest SAR value, and then you have your stickers by OnePlus. Pretty nice. What else do we have in the box? I don't care about this right now. So let's see what else we get. So we get a fat 65-watt charger in the box. Where was this made? India? It was actually made in China. Wow. This is... That was a little bit awkward. Anyway, so this is a 65-watt power adapter, and I mean, for this price, I expect a 65-watt power adapter. Apple, I'm looking at you. Anyway, we have our colored OnePlus USB-C cable as well. I really love the color scheme that OnePlus goes for when it comes to their cables and whatnot. But I mean, super nice. So let's get into the phone. Actually, before I get into the phone, let's look around the phone for a second. This feels so good in the hand. Wow, OnePlus. Listen, you may be a flagship now, but I will always remember you as a flagship killer, and this is unacceptable. Anyway, so this is the display. As you can see, it is a large display. What's the display actually? This website, oh my gosh. Okay, let me not look at the website. So looking around the device, we have our lock and unlock button. We have our slider that can control whether it's ringer, vibrate, or completely off. On the bottom here, we have our speaker grill, SIM card tray, and the USB-C slot, which you can do warp charging, which can charge, I believe, 0 to 100 in 30 minutes. Insane. We have our volume rocker on this side as well. As you can see, it just blends in with the phone, really nice. And then on the top, pretty much a microphone, and then we have our speaker grill at the top here as well. Oh, forgot to mention the back of the phone with the cameras. So we have our 4 cameras on the back. I believe one is a mono camera. So I believe one is our main, our ultra wide, and then I think it might be telephoto. Let me see. Let me swipe down here before I give you guys false information. Oh my gosh, Hasselblad, you're doing things that I don't want to know. So I was right. So we have our main camera, ultra wide, telephoto, and then mono camera. Let's see what else is on this phone. Hasselblad. We know Hasselblad. Look at this, Hasselblad. Okay, now we're onto the display. So it's 6.7 inches. So I actually have another video coming out pretty soon because I have been using the Samsung S21 and it's been, hey, listen, I don't miss my iPhone, but clearly people miss my blue bubbles. But I just love OnePlus slightly more than Samsung just because of the overall OS. Yes, I'm using Nova Launcher and whatnot on the S21 to give it that stock feel, but there's nothing like OnePlus and a Pixel or even the Nexus days where it really just feels like a minimal Android experience. And overall, OnePlus just feels slightly bit snappier than Samsung devices as well. But everyone has their own flavor. Maybe you're in the Samsung ecosystem. Maybe you're in the OnePlus ecosystem. Maybe you're just in the general Android ecosystem as well. But this right now is looking for updates. I do believe OnePlus always has updates that come out, even though they released their phone, because God, this is turning into my documentary that I want to put out. But I do feel like whenever OnePlus comes out with their devices, they always have a rough start, but within like 3 to 6 months, they begin to get polished out. That's it. As you can see, everything here was pretty much just Hasselblad. Let me compare this to my Samsung. Look at that. My S21 is actually not that much smaller than this, but pretty solid, honestly. So let's go ahead and fire up YouTube and watch a video. No thanks. Daylight come and me wanna go. So I finally landed on an Apple Watch after testing out the Series 3, 5, SE, 6 over the past 2 weeks after abandoning my home at Fitbit. It's been an enjoyable experience and honestly, I couldn't be happier. So let's run through on how I ended up with the Series 5 instead of the others. This is the Fitbit Versa 2. I've already talked about why I'm leaving Fitbit. I still think this is one of the best Fitbits Fitbit has. Honestly, pretty solid speakers, not gonna lie. And the display, it's pretty good. Let me crank this thing up to 4K. Oops, that was 1440p. Let me crank this to 4K, even though I know a lot of people aren't gonna watch in 4K. Oh my goodness. As well as the Blaze, but go check that video out if you wanna see more information on that. This is the Apple Watch Series 3. Now this is a great... Yeah, it's good. You're not gonna be disappointed. So let's see, let's look at the camera. I always forget to do the camera. Yeah, you're not using my location OnePlus. Nice try, buddy. So let's go ahead, test out the portrait mode because that's what people really use their phone for nowadays. Wow, I am looking good with this light. Hold up. All right, let's look at the photos. I probably took way too many. So looking at these photos here, I mean, I do think this might be the most natural looking camera on a smartphone that I've ever used. iPhone definitely makes you look, color's a little bit more saturated. This is, I would say, better than the OnePlus 8 for my recollection. It is solid. I mean, the detail in terms of the subject, myself, it's pretty sharp. I mean, shoo, this might be an Instagram pic, honestly. Jeez. Whoa, what's up with my hairline, though? Oh my gosh, it's like a... Hey, we're not going to talk about that on camera, but hey, I might have to go visit a barber soon. This last photo, though, this one looks really weird. It's like blurry. It's like I think it's because my eyes aren't open, but it's like blurry, but it's not. It's like smudged in a sense. It's really weird. But yeah, this is a nice photo right here. This is a nice photo. This is a nice photo right there. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so now let's test out the video. All right, so this is the front-facing camera of the OnePlus 9 Pro. There's a little bit of a, I guess, I don't know what to call it, white balancing, but this studio light, oh my gosh, it's a nice camera. It's a nice camera. Okay, I gotta say something else. It just looks natural. It looks like the S21, but it just looks like the S21, honestly, in terms of like the colors it reproduced in terms of its naturalness. But you guys can let me know how the microphone sounds. But it's probably going to sound pretty good if I'm going to be honest. I keep forgetting that the camera's like down here. I keep looking this way. But yeah, I think the video camera, front-facing camera is noise. 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 Although you can see it's like the white balancing or whatever. Dude, you see that? See that? See that? Can you see me? I'm like John Cena. Okay, I need to end this. So front-facing camera, like I said, in terms of the flickering of the whiteness, it's kind of annoying. I think it's just because there's just so much light right there. I'm gonna have to do further testing in my full review, but I think that's a. Hey, listen, if we're gonna be talking about Miss Hasselblad or Mr. Hasselblad, hey, listen, you guys can be perfect, okay? Because you're making Hasselblad look bad. So what else do I do on a smartphone? I think that's pretty much it. Camera, video, speaker. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. I mean, usually I'd be like, oh my God, the display is so good. But to be completely honest, I've been using the S21 and it has 120 as well. So I guess I've been accustomed to it. Whenever you go from an iPhone to 120, you're like, okay, yeah, this is serious. But yeah, this is nice. And I can definitely notice that LTPO there. It did not look like 120 when I came up from the launcher. That looks like maybe 90 or something. Anyway, but yeah, this pretty much wraps up my OnePlus 9 unboxing experience. As you can see, this is $1,069. Once again, co-developed with Hasselblad, if you haven't heard for the 2000th time on social media. But dude, the back of the phone is just like amazing. It's so soft. It's so hard to explain. It's like soft to the touch, but also feels durable. Anyway, guys, let me know if you guys have the OnePlus 9. I'll do a further review once I've started using the device a little bit more. My OnePlus documentary will be coming out soon because, like I said, this is a great phone, but for OnePlus, what they've always stood for, being a flagship killer, you guys are a flagship, and it's pretty hard to justify buying this phone now. And I cannot believe, this is a tangent, I cannot believe OnePlus, you have only released the OnePlus 9R in India. Come on. The OnePlus everyone would want in the world is only in India. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anyway, guys, this is my OnePlus 9 unboxing. Hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing video. I know it's been a while since I've done unboxings, but I appreciate every sub, like, and comment. And as always, guys, you know the outro. Much love. It's a nice phone. You can't deny that. It's a nice phone. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. Plus, it's $1,069 in the US. Flagship killer. Unbelievable. Hasselblad. 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 Did I say Hasselblad enough? Hasselblad. 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 Hasselblad.